Respectfully to my chosen, we graduated already. We don't have mental problems about emotional anything. Once you understand God is that great and we're on a big planet and we're that small where trees are taller than us and other life forms live here that we are not responsible for, those who that would not apply to. We are the archetypes, architects, architects. I mean, like the creativity of speaking, or the creativeness of not interrupting when I speak, as that would be so petty and childish that I had to keep going through that. And I was able to recalibrate the words to make it creatively where I did not get upset, but I was someone who's very much self-respectable. And so that was a problem for me, evidently, if I'm such a perfectionist and I'm being interrupted. But long story short, this is not about a race to, the horses of crossing the finish line. We're not here to try to outdo each other. You are a beautiful rendition, no matter what your complexion, of different hues as human beings. That hue, H-U, means creative force of will in Cometian sciences, or ancient Egyptian studies of Nubian natured melanated beings that have a sun now activated. That people who are very light skinned, it does not mean they don't have melanin. And so I saw a video the other day about Caucasians laughing at the fact that they got so dark just testing out staying in the sun, and they were, feeling uncomfortable about it. And so that's when the truth makes us free with what we may have not tested the waters on, to see for ourselves that we all have melanin. Again, we all have melanin. And so we don't want it to seem that making fun of me when I speak because I'm tapped into them and they speak at the same time as me would be a race card thing. No, anger does not have a color. Everybody gets angry, sad, depressed, have grief, and is upset. And so they replaced Mrs. Silvana. And so whatever that being was, that's why when I was waking up, she used to be my mother in another life. We've lived many lives. She's partially spider and human, a humanoid being. That's right, like a centaur is partially human and horse. We experimented with different species. And so this is not a game. This is not because we are losing life that we only have. Would anybody try to kill off what energy can't do? Energy can't die. So death is a transference to somewhere else. And so if you are angry during God teaching divine messages about a nature that people saying God is good and God we trust, then that would never make sense to be angry at people speaking about the divine laws of karma, a better future for everybody with your children to come, your grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and their children, and their children's children. How can that make anybody mad if we want a better earth for everybody? That's what life is about, living and enjoying it. As don't teach doomsday to us. I mean, like, the reality is very scary, as scare tactics that I was saying downtown that they used, and we don't die. And so that's why they're so karmic. And angelic beings that are Caucasians, we know who you are. The Sister Solace Seraphim, there's a lot of angelic beings we placed amongst whites that fit in and our family that you're familiar with. And so, yeah, if I go around these people, I'm not going to say openly, if I see they're crazy, that my family is crazy to have some unnecessary distension. Like Javon Cross, his name again, Jehovah, right? The V means visualistics, like a peace sign to those who are not like us. O is a circle of completion, and N means noon, new being, N-U, Anu, supreme beings. And so we don't want those who are bitter, that never saw a familiarity to blacks, to ever try to kill us. That MO of that nature is outdated. Bye-bye. They're mentally having their own video game, so to speak, visual optics. As I say, get a PlayStation and put on those, virtual goggles It tricks the mind. So we are so sophisticated with soul and technology within the matrix of a machine that is what labels it safe because it's governed with purpose. So if it was tampered with people that did the eye recognition and voice tampering to duplicate us, to maneuver it, they couldn't. It's only by pure originals of our technology that's so advanced. You all are just starting to tap into machine and consciousness. We already outdid that to the max. That we don't need it as family. I'm gonna have an FBI agent watching me in my home. In my father's house, there's many mansions. No, we don't want people to tell me, all right, that's enough, Ebony. No. Whites are too bullyish and too overbearing, and it took someone like me to come out and tell them, this is over. We know where you live. You all want to send your children that are angry to do your dirty work to try to stab me, and I can see it. We can read energy. Like, I don't know what. I'm walking down the street downtown telling people about their names, calling it like nothing, like the movie, speaking Spanish and other languages. So once we're in your thoughts, people, that's it. We can read you. And the matrix that I control omnipresently is going to make you all suffer. FYI. So whoever's telling me, Ebony, that's it, I can pick up on your thoughts. You understand? Following me around in the astral plane. They think 7D is they're going to manifest, and they're not. So since I'm on the topic of conversation and discussion, I'm going to tell you all can't manifest just because it's 7D, 8D, 9D, and we want to kill her. That's not heaven on earth if you understand common sense. That's not heaven on earth. We don't want people that want to hurt innocent life about a speech or a spiel redundantly, because that's what I had to do to wake up, to clean whatever dirt is down here, to get it off me. And that's when I woke up, clear as day. Okay, so that's why I'm speaking from my soul in remembrance of who I am, who I was, and who I continue to be. I am that I am, with my collective reflections of the same highest like-mindedness of all of us. 144,000 to 8 billion nuts. Come on now, respectfully to those who are down here, not crazy. We learn from you all, but this is not an attack on ego tripping out people that have a whole bunch of negative thoughts that want to start mentally attacking us. So walking down the street, I'm calling them, pulling out their card. Y'all said I'm a fake, and I'm not a fake. I'm in your head. That's game over. If I'm in your head, I can tell you what to do. I can control you, like literally, for good purposes, to get away from me. So let's put that into perspective. You all are, you're having your own, like I said, downtown. Whites focused on killing, horror, best actors. Them hearing that, she's so loud. I'm in your heads. Telling you all now as proof, it's game over. You can't kill us chosen no more. That's not gonna rock no more. That's not gonna rad out. That's not gonna rock out. That's not gonna fly. I'm in your heads. I'm controlling you. If I'm going down the street, walking down the street, and I'm telling you all in real time, so I'm not bait. I'm controlling you. I can see the matrix being higher than it. That you all look like robots that I'm controlling. So I can see the realness in the soul of what it would not show in the open. That's why I said that yesterday. Walking down the street, they want to stab me because I see the realness from the matrix hierarchy perspective. That's why. So I can make you all sleepwalk. And whites are pissed the fuck off having their saturated racing thoughts. As I said yesterday, I'm evil, but evil is not to be taken out of context. You cannot fight evil that is mad, crazy, by being meek and mild. humble and dumb, right, fitting into the norms of everyone. No. If God made planet Earth fundamentally, I tested his spirit by me having isolation and crashing shit into my skull and not dying under normal circumstances. I should have been dead already. So that proof of that made me go outside and have that confidence backing me up. I'm not going to die by the hands of crazy, mad nuts. Okay, everybody? That's why I'm not crazy, because I had proof of the crown of life, immortality, by the Most High in me doing it to show me proof we chosen are immortal for good reasons. The ones who want to kill us, they can't. They're disappearing and fading in and out of life on their last moments rhetoric. Stuck. Not able to figure out that they're stuck in a loop before they passed on. And I can see it. Teaching my hierarchy proof I'm God. With my royal celestial family. That they keep reminding me, well, tell your children that too. No, they know it if I'm their mother. We're gods, high priests, high priestesses, the highest out of 8 billion crazy, narcissistic, feeling some type of way, jealous nuts. Okay, people? Game over. Live your nightmares. You co-created. You all co-created that. Being fearful, using fear tactics to kill us. Now you all that are good actors, live in your nightmares like MGM. That's a channel on Roku. Look at that show from. Okay? That's it in a nutshell. Chosen ones cannot be touched. Okay? Big ass God, macrocosmic beings with a whole bunch of beings like cells in this vessel. This will be macrocosmic to that perspective of small, unseen atoms and your cells you see under a microscope. Okay, people? Science is not fictional. It's simple truths. Have a blessed day. They cannot kill us. They're stuck in their heads figuring out their own lives like I had to do, busy in my own mind. Have a blessed day. Chosen ones can't be touched.